Okay, so now that we've talked about the types of contributions that the pilots can make, which are pre-tax, Roth, and post-tax contributions, the company is also allowed to make contributions to this plan. And actually, the PRAP is a pretty sophisticated plan since it allows for multiple types of contributions, both from the pilots and the airline. The plan that defines what the company can contribute to the plan is called a defined contribution plan. And just like the name says, the amount of contribution of the company makes they're predefined. So for the post-merger United with Continental Airlines, they had to figure out a way to combine both plans that each pre-merger airline had. In essence, what they did is they kept both plans separate, but gave each pilot a portion of each airline's existing defined contribution plan. In essence, each pilot receives 9% from the United plan and 7% from the Continental plan, totaling 16% contribution based on each pilot's salary of eligible compensation. So whether you like it or not, this year the company will contribute 16% of your first $305,000 of salary to the plan. In 2022, the math works out to be a maximum for this year of $48,800 that the company can contribute to your plan. Also, you can choose to forfeit your vacation up to 21 days and have those funds contributed to the plan as company contributions. Now, although it's very generous, it does pose a challenge because pilots tend to make a lot of money, and the plan is limited by what's called the Section 415 limit of the IRS code, which is in 2022 only $61,000. In essence, this code defines the overall limit that can be contributed to the plan. This also includes your own contributions like pre-tax, Roth, and after-tax up to the 402G limit of $20,500. And all company contributions, which is also, of course, includes vacation forfeiture if you choose to do that. So, for example, if the 415 limit for 2022 is $61,000, and we'll assume for this example that your eligible salary is $305,000, which happens to be the 2022 limit, the company will contribute $48,800 to the plan. Now, let's assume that you have also limited out your own contributions, which is the 402G limit of $20,500. If you add them up, the total contributions for the year will be $69,300, which, if combined, exceeds the 415 overall limit of $61,000 by $8,300 for 2022. If that's the case, then the overage will be spilled into either the active health reimbursement account or the retiree health account, depending on the healthcare elections that you made for the year. Now, it's important to note that there are nuances within these spending plans, and I will be covering those separately. But mainly, you don't want to have an excess balance in the spillover accounts, especially as you near retirement. The only choice you have in controlling these funds is to limit your 401k contributions so that the company will have enough room to contribute to your B and C plan, respectively. Now, one thing you might have noticed is that I haven't mentioned the catch-up contributions if you are over the age of 50 in this example. That's because these contributions don't count towards these limits, allowing those pilots to contribute an additional $6,500 to the plan, or a total in 22 of $67,500. Having all of these options inside of the plan available to you is great, because it's always great to have options, but sometimes people tend to get a little bit confused about what they are and how to effectively use them as they pertain to your own specific situation. Now, you know, the financial world is a very complicated world. There's a lot of rules and there's a lot of limits and a lot of things that you need to worry about. So it's important to do this correctly, because this is your nest egg and this is what you're going to end up retiring with, other than maybe an annuity or a lump sum if you're a Continental Airlines retiree or an ex-con. But either way, you know, there's a lot to these types of contributions. There's a lot to this plan, and it's highly complicated. And if you need any guidance, and if you want any kind of help at all in trying to figure out which contribution is best, give me a call. We've got the calculators. We've got the experience. We've been doing this for, ever since the plan's been available. We've been helping the pilots out for almost 20 years now. We're happy to take you through everything and help you plan out what is the best strategy for what's going on in your life. And that's actually not just a static thing. That actually changes over time as well. So give me a call if you have any questions about any of these contributions and the contribution types, as which ones you should be doing to try to take advantage of what this world has to offer.